Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to paint a phoenix. This is a pre-resined stone because it had like a rough surface and I still really wanted to use it. I covered it with resin, let it seal. I've waited probably a couple of weeks before actually painting on it because I've been so busy. But yeah, I'm going to do the outline with black paint. It will be dotted, although you don't have to dot yours. You can just like borrow my idea and do whatever you want with it. I promise you do not have to do it the exact same way that I am, especially if you don't like it, right? So you can't really see it very well right now. And you don't have to use a pre-resined stone either. Please don't think that you have to do exactly how I'm doing it. Just a stone that is big enough for you. This one is this one's around 7.5 by 5. So close to 7.5. I meant to say 6.5. It's close to 7, but it's around 6.5 by 5. So it's long. It's got lots of room so that I have room for my wings and my flames, because this phoenix is going to be coming out of the flames. Not just the ashes. It's coming right out of the flames. That's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like this year's been tough with all the homeschooling. It's finally done. Both of my children did extremely well, and I don't know how. I don't get it. One of them is probably going to be on a roll, and that he will find out next year. And the other one just got his 4th student of the month, and he ended up with the leadership award at the end of this month. So he's gotten 4 student of the month awards. His teacher messaged me and told me that he's done extremely well. Not a lot of the students were actually submitting work, and I didn't know, but we were working our butts off and stressing about it and crying over it, and sitting there right after dinner working on schoolwork, almost sometimes like on the daily. Yeah, it was very stressful, and we were both feeling the pressure from it all, both my husband and I. So it's been tough, and it's now over. Hopefully the children go back to school happy and safely next year in September. Only a couple months away. But now I can actually work without feeling like I need to be doing more schoolwork and more stuff. I just felt like I had a lot on my plate. So I thought the phoenix might be a good one. I'm going to read the definition or the meaning of a phoenix, and it's actually a mythical bird. But I'm going to read the meaning to you guys, and you guys let me know if you've heard it differently or if you have a better meaning, or some people have the phoenix rising tattoos, stuff like that. Very popular. And I've been asked in the past to do a phoenix rising. So here you go to those who have been waiting. I will be using my handy dandy gold as usual. And this part is boring, so I probably will talk through it all. I'm just outlining everything that I made black so that you guys can see it way better, okay? That's the only reason why I use gold. No, I'm just kidding. I'm obsessed with gold. And yeah, so I'm going to outline everything, and then you'll be able to get a better picture of what we're looking at here. And while I'm doing that outlining, I'll read you the definition of the phoenix. Okay, so in times of doubt and confusion, it symbolizes strength, transformation, and renewal. For only from the ashes of who we were can we rise up to become who we were to be. So I think that's really beautiful. And yes, I feel like a pile of ashes. After this past year. So I haven't been around, guys. I've been like I'm not going to say avoiding everything like the plague, because literally I have been. But no, I've needed to focus on so many other things, and I've been asked to do custom orders at the same time, and I have a hard time saying no, and it's very, very stressful. So now that school's over and summer has started, no more pencils, no more books, no more mama dirty looks. I can relax a little bit now, and I can make some more tutorials for you guys. So I have a couple of them already started. This one's a good one. I thought we would start off with this one simply because of how I'm feeling. And there might be quite a few of you out there feeling the same way. We are going to rise. That's what we are doing. So don't you give up. We are rising, and we are going to be who we were meant to be. And if you see my camera do that, just know it's because I clonked my head off of it. So if instead of like leaving comments like, could you please make sure your camera is steady, I'm getting seasick or something. I've had so many comments. I just delete them right away because I'm doing the best I can with my videos. But if you see that happen where it jiggles like that, it's not an earthquake, guys. I live in Ontario, Canada, and I bumped my head off of the camera multiple times throughout. So yeah, that's all it is. No fear. And it's not intentional. I'm not trying to make you guys dizzy. So I've outlined everything the best I can. I'm going to make sure it's dry, and if I need to fix anything, I will later. But now we just fill it in with dots. So I'm going to start with the flames. I'm going to do some bright yellow, daffodil yellow. Use whatever yellow you want, but I'm doing a bright yellow. And then I'm going to do a shade of like, it's a little bit of orange mixed in to yellow. And then I'll do some red, and it'll be cardinal red. But I'm going to list all of the colors that I'm using in the description of this video. And please, someone mention in the comments where to find the description. I've tried to do little videos to show you guys. I'm probably going to do another one. But I find that a lot of people don't know where the description is. And that's where all my secrets are. So please help each other find the description. And I'm going to work on like a fun video to show you where that kind of stuff is, just to kind of show you around my YouTube channel in general. So I'll do that probably this week. So keep an eye on it. If people do ask questions like, I don't know where the description is, or do you have a tutorial on resin? My resin tutorial, my fine lining brush, my blending brush, where I get everything, Happy Dotting Company information, all that stuff is in every single video description, and all the paint colors that I use, and where you can get stuff to put on your rocks and create your rocks with discounts and everything. So make sure you look for the description of the video. It's right below the video screen. There's usually a see more or a down arrow, which will then drop down, and you'll be able to see everything. Everything that I've left there for you is because I love you. So I hope you're able to find the description. But hopefully I can get a video out soon, just kind of showing you how to do it. Until then, I'm going to keep dotting. These are flames. So there's going to be some cardinal red going on top of that orange. And you'll be able to see the colors a lot better once I seal it with resin, because right now it's a shiny background and the paint's shiny and the black is dry and matte. Like, it's all kind of funky for your eyeballs to take in. And it's not so much eye candy at this point. So, but once it's done and it's resined and everything is sealed under that same coat of glass, you'll be able to see all the different colors a lot better. So we'll wait for the resin reveal. You guys know that's my favorite part. I don't know about you. But yeah, you'll be able to see everything a lot better. You can pause the video. You can slow down the video. I will be back when you come back. I will be here. If you hit the pause button, I'm going to be here and wait for you. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll make myself a coffee while you're taking your time. So yeah, these flames, there's one flame that I haven't been filling in. I'm actually going to remove that flame. I think it's out of place. I don't like it. So I'm just going to like scrape it off of there because it's already resined. The surface is already resined, so I can just scratch off any mistakes that I don't want. It's super, super easy. I love resined surfaces at times. Sometimes it's hard to paint. Like your paint might slide around, but it might be the kind of paint that you're using. I just use like plain old Folkart acrylic paint. Some of it's satin, some of it's matte, some of it's multi-surface. So I don't really know what kinds slip around on the surface of resin, but I found some people are like, I can't paint on a resin surface. It is different from painting on a regular surface, that's for sure. But it's actually doable. And look, I just made a mistake. Now I got to fix it. Whoops-a-daisy. So I just did some lime green in the center of my little curly tail feathers. Now I'm going to do some aqua, and then I'll do some cerulean blue. So once again, I will list the colors in the description, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time the colors I will be adding in these tail feathers. You'll see it all happen. I'm leaving enough room for some cerulean blue to go in beside there. Might not look like it, but I'm going to try. And I'm using a small dotting tool. You can use toothpicks depending on the size of phoenix you have created. You might need to use toothpicks because you definitely might not have the same size stone that I'm working with. But you can still work on a small stone. You just have to do a smaller phoenix. Smaller phoenix, smaller dots. Or you don't even have to do dots. Remember? If you're not a fan of dots or you're intimidated by dots, I understand. I used to be as well. But now I dot everything. I do. Almost everything. I love dots. They're happy. They're happy. And there's no brush strokes in them. I'm not worrying about sizes of dots. I'm just filling it in. I'm just filling in the color. That's it. So don't stress about your size. Don't stress about whether that dot doesn't look like a circle or it's okay. You don't have to be intimidated because you're new at this. Just be excited. Be excited to learn. And you will get better every time you do it. I promise you will get better. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will get better with time. I did. I didn't start this when I was a kid. I didn't start painting when I was a kid. I had no idea I was an artist until about 8-9 years ago. So, and I still didn't even call myself an artist. I literally asked on Facebook because I wanted to be part of this art show. And it said you needed to be, what was the word? An accomplished artist or something like that. And I'm like, I put on Facebook, like, how do you know if you're an accomplished artist? And people were laughing. They're like, Rachel, you're an accomplished artist. And I'm like, oh, okay. I had no idea. I didn't get an award or certificate that says that. I didn't walk across a stage and grab a diploma. So yeah, everyone's an artist. Everyone has it in them. And yeah, it's fun. Just have fun with it. You don't have to worry about the theory of it all and just make beautiful things. That's what I say. Make beautiful things. That's going to be on a t-shirt, by the way. Here I'm scraping off my flame, my black flame I didn't want. Just scraping it right off of there. Poof. Like an eraser. All gone. Scrape off everything else you don't want as well. So I added a little bit of perfect purple just after the cerulean blue stopped up there, then some lavender, and now I'm putting in some pink, and then I'll put in some fire coral. As we work up around to the face, it's going to be more greens and yellows up that way. And you will see, I'm going to lengthen some of the head, the feathers up there. I don't feel like some of them are long enough, so I'm going to extend those out a little bit, and you'll see that happen later. The wings are going to be teal, cerulean blue, teal, and 2 shades of green. So I'm just kind of doing whatever I want with the colors, and that's what you get to do as well. It's Pride Month, so you could do just a rainbow going all the way up, a rainbow of dots, and fill it in if that's easier for you. It's totally up to you though. That's what's fun about it. Now I did just a big dot, and I'm doing like a little swoop around the dot to make the eye. And now I'm lengthening his head feathers. So I'm bringing the cerulean blue up around in the wings at the top, and then I'll fade down to teal and then to green and lime green. So you'll be able to watch me do that. I'm just going to chat. How about that? How is everyone doing? Is everyone staying safe, happy? Is the sun out where you are? We've had a couple of super rainy, dreary days here. Hoping the sun decides to come out this week at some point. I would like to spend some time outside. I had my 4-year anniversary with my husband, 4 years married. We've been together for over 10, but we didn't get married till 4 years ago. And we ended up, because there's like huge amounts of people wanting to go out now that patios are open. Our restaurants aren't open indoors. But patios and stuff, you're allowed to go. We were going to go to a patio for our anniversary and have a couple of margaritas or something and have some yummy food. But yeah, the weather wasn't nice at all. And we didn't feel like trying to like find a place to go because they'd be full, probably, considering they just opened up. But we ended up just staying home. We ordered like appetizer food, like spinach dip, and my husband got wings. That's all he ever gets wherever we go is wings. He just loves wings. So we just, we played pool. We had a couple of drinks and we went in the hot tub later. It was, we have worked so hard for everything we have. We don't have like a huge house and we don't have what other people might think is fancy or special, but everything we have, we appreciate so much. And it was so nice just to sit at home and play pool and go in the hot tub for our anniversary. It was just really nice. It was really, I didn't have to curl my hair up or anything. I didn't have to dress up, try and fit into any clothes after this pandemic. But it was just really nice. I really enjoyed it. Although I do want to go sit on a patio with him on a nice day. It was really, really nice. And we made it 4 years. So yay! On to the next. But yeah, it was really nice. And just appreciate the little things. They mean so much more than you think. How we think so differently when we're younger it's just crazy. The things that you think would be special and the things you think would be how you want your life to be, but in the end it just takes a little bit of stuff. Little bit. Hard work makes you appreciate everything so much more. And that's what I try and teach my kids for sure. So, what do you think? What do you think of those colors? It'll be nicer once it's resin and everything is all under that sheet of glass, like I said. I'm just making sure that everything's outlined. I'm going to separate the feathers, which is going to take me a little while. I might not make you guys watch me do all of that, but I'm just going to kind of separate each of the feathers with my black paint, and make sure everything is filled in the way I want it to. Make sure I didn't like lose any of my gold outline as well. And yeah, and then we're going to do the resin part of it. If you guys need help with resin, my tutorial is in the description, and I will be back for the reveal. Here we are, my favorite part. I forgot to mention that I put a little black dot in the eyeball. So just in case you guys missed that, I did do that. I might even add a crystal when I have my resin has sealed for about 5-6 hours. I might add a crystal in the eye, and then I'll be putting it in my Etsy shop. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys rise up with me. I love you all. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and helping me reach coolness for my children. I appreciate that more than you know. My family and I all do. And thank you to anyone who has donated to my PayPal. It has been very appreciated, especially over the last year. You have no idea. I love you all. Thank you so, so much. I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.